to the podcast, everybody. I'm your host, Brother Sean Brumfield. And today we've got Brother Ryan Brown with us.
Hey, everybody.
And we got a good old faithful back, Brother Benjamin Brown.
Hello, hello.
And we have a special guest. You all know him as Abe Lindman.
Hello, how y'all doing?
No, joking aside, we're glad to have you, Brother Jared.
Yeah, it's good to be here.
Gerald.
Gerard.
As they call me in India, Jerry. You can't say Jared to say Jerry.
Did they really?
Yeah. All the time. Constantly.
That's right. You told me about that.
Yeah. They couldn't say Jared, so they would just say Jerry. It was just Jerry every time. I got so used to being called that the people I went with started calling me Jerry.
So when you say it like that, it sounds like they're saying Jenny.
Oh, no. Jelly. It's like an L sound instead of
Jelly.
an R.
Also, it's jelly.
No. Yes.
Jelly
no,
roll.
Probably because of the... Yeah. Yes.
Special guest indeed.
Yeah. Ryan hit the nail on the head there with the jelly comment. Probably the fattest person in the country at the time.
Oh, man. No, it's great to have you guys.
Yeah.
Glad to be here.
Mm-hmm.
You don't sound to be that excited.
I'm tired.
Always.
It's so
What is this, Sunday
nice
school?
to be-
It's hard to be 14.
Yeah.
so stressful. So much responsibility.
Oh, man.
He had to get up before 11. Makes it rough.
Yeah, just speechless, huh?
Yeah.
That's usually when I wake up 11 to 12 on
Man.
Saturdays. So
So how podcast works is they can't see you nodding your head.
you told me that last
You
time.
have to make a statement.
Use words.
I am vocabulary absent sometimes.
Come
Got you.
again.
He's my boy.
The vernacular leaves me some days.
I talk not well.
Forsooth, my sir, but I do not know how to use language well. Your pardon, please.
Thanks, Jerry.
You're welcome, Brother Burnfield.
Oh, man.
That's not my name.
Nah.
That was Butterfield.
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 That's your name is in my phone.
That is
when,
hilarious.
When me and Lissa first met, Lissa had already known them for a while, but when I first met Jared and Elena, she said, "What is your boyfriend's last name?" And Lissa, before Lissa could get it out, she goes, "Is it Butterfield?" And Lissa said, "Yes, yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
It is now.
It for sure is."
Elena was so embarrassed by that. She thinks it's so funny now. And it is.
I think it's hilarious. Lissa still calls me Brother Butterfield.
If your wife won't joke with you, who will?
Well,
Oh, there's not too many that would.
Cricket.
My wife thinks I'm funny.
yeah.
Why did you marry your wife? She laughs at all of my jokes.
My jokes. Well, it's funny. She laughed up until we got married.
Yeah, right?
Then I wasn't so funny anymore.
Yeah. She didn't
You're
have
just tired of it.
She didn't have to
Yeah.
appease you anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was like, "I got this, idiot." Like,
Yeah. You said that one already. It's not funny. Like it wasn't funny the first time. It's called a courtesy laugh.
now she cashes in courtesy sniffs.
Yeah.
Oh.
We won't go there. We won't go there.
Yeah, that line of questioning stinks.
So we're getting close to summertime. Any big plans for the summer vacation times?
I don't think we have anything planned right now, but I want to go to Alaska to get away from the heat because I hate being hot. We usually do try to go Brown County or something.
Yeah.
We are thinking about going to Tennessee this year, maybe if I can. But with me switching shifts at work, I don't know that's going to work.
Yeah. Going to just Gatlinburg?
She likes to go to Cades Cove and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
yeah.
Maybe Gatlinburg. The kids are a little bit young still, so I don't know how much they'll like it. Probably the Dixie Stampede, just because
It's horses.
big show, horses. Yeah, it's exciting for the kids.
You
and everything.
can't say Dixie Stampede.
It's Dolly Parton Stampede.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I'm old and I remember when it was something else.
Dixie got canceled.
I remember when it was Dixie Stampede.
I don't know what Dixie did to get in trouble, but they kicked her out of that place quick.
Well, they kept feeding people whole chickens. It became a health issue. Okay?
Yeah, we're gonna go to our big plans this year is going to Bristow.
Bristow.
Yeah, we've been scheduled to go to Bristow. Well, been planning to go to Bristow for like 3 years. My brother Aaron Brock has been on to me for, he preached our homecoming a couple years, and then he said, "You owe me," and so I've been planning on going there. 1 year, I think my AC unit and everything went out, and so it was kind of, do I pay for the unit? Which, when it's 100 degrees outside, yes, I want the AC unit. And I had to, replace the furnace and everything. So it's either, do I replace all this or do I go to Bristow? Because that's kind of how it played out. I can't afford to do both. Which one am I going to do? So, and then the next year we ended up having a couple people in the hospital and a death and, all that fun stuff. So
adulting's hard, man.
It is. And pastoring, you never know what's going to happen. My day can be planned and it can change within 5 seconds, but that's just how it goes.
Always on call.
Yep.
I don't know about summer. We'll probably end up doing something. We just had our 5th year, and we didn't get to do anything because we went to PFYC. So
yeah,
we'll probably do something special, probably more closer towards the end of summer and the beginning of fall, because that's when everything starts to kind of mellow out and you're not too worried about it being too hot, too cold, and just kind of go and have a good time. Then out where, that's a whole another question. I wouldn't mind going to Nashville for like a weekend. I'd love to go down, and she likes music too. So like go down to like all the boutique music shops and see all the custom guitars and instruments and stuff out there. I would love to do that. Maybe take a tour of Gibson or Fender while we're down there.
Yeah.
But I think no, it's not Fender. It's just Gibson. I think Fender's in California. But yeah, I would love to do that.
Nashville's it's a pretty city. I've spent a long time in Nashville, actually, several months.
I've drove through it several times, but I've never just looked at it and actually got to enjoy it. It's just kind of.
I would always my recommendation would be to pay attention to the time of year that you go, because it's a liberal city, so there's some celebrations that you don't want to be there for, but it's pretty nice. My biggest memory, it's actually pretty funny, at Nashville was, for whatever reason, as I was working there and I'm by myself, and I went to Rainforest Cafe. They had a big mall there, and so I was like, that's different. I'm getting tired of eating McDonald's for dinner every night, So I go to Rainforest Cafe, and if you don't know what Rainforest Cafe is, it's a whole bunch of animatronic animals, and they try to make you feel like that you're sitting in the rainforest, and every half hour is a simulated thunderstorm. And when the thunderstorm starts, they like start flashing the lights, and then you start hearing the rumble, but that's when all the animatronic animals start roaring and making noises and stuff like that.
So is this like an adult Chuck E. Cheese?
No, actually, I was the only adult male by myself there, which made me feel really out of place. But what made it really funny, and I think the people that designed the restaurant did it on purpose, is they had the animatronic tigers. So there's like I'm assuming a male tiger, a female tiger, and then there's 5 cubs, and the den is right at the entryway to go into the bathrooms. So you got to pass the tigers. And when I say, I'm talking they're robotic, right? Mm-hmm. And they move, their head goes up and down, the roars come from them, and they're so close when you walk past them that you could touch them and, rub the fake fur and all that stuff, right? You're not supposed to, but faux you can. Yeah.
Did you go by them and went, rawr?
These two young people are coming out of the bathroom, and they're turning a corner as the simulated thunderstorm starts happening. And so when they come out of the bathroom and they get by that, those tigers start roaring and they hit the floor. I mean, they screamed and they dropped. It's the best memory I got in Nashville.
Wow. Kids getting scared to death is your best memory in Nashville. I bet they had to turn around and go back to the bathrooms again.
Yep.
I gotta say this while we're on topic of vacations and places to go. Probably the most underrated that everyone talks about going on vacation. They go north to the lakes or to Canada, or they go south to the southern states or something, right? Mm-hmm. No one ever goes to Maryland or something. If you can peek out on some passes out there and mountain passes, and the world opens up.
Mm-hmm.
And if you go in the fall, it is the most beautiful thing you'll ever see. Right, unless you look at me, but that's besides the point. But you go out there, and it's like the world opens up, and you can see rolling hills and mountains. Blue mountains are lining the distance, and it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And they've got lookout points that are like just stacked mortared stones, like big parapets of stuff up in the mountains, and you can look out across valleys and see everything, and it gives you a different perspective and everything. And like, I'm scared of heights, so being on like the edge of that lookout parapet like makes me really kind of nervous. But I sat there for like an hour and a half.
Yeah,
because we came from our honeymoon, we went to Gettysburg, and when we came back through Maryland, and it was beautiful.
How'd you like Gettysburg?
It was good. It was good. I love history. I love war memorials and stuff like that. But I haven't been back since because it's just kind of far, and I would love to go back again.
My favorite family vacation when I was growing up was at Gettysburg, but we did Washington D.C. and everything like that too. So Jared's been here a whole grand total of one episode. He's already breaking this head.
My mic almost fell off the table.
Feel free to tighten that up if you'd like.
I did. I tightened it. Or maybe
Twist it the right way.
Which way is right way?
The opposite probably
left
of where
way.
you're going now.
Yeah. I don't even know which way I'm turning it right now.
I mean, for you, it'd be turning it towards where the right.
Yeah. See, I do that. This is why I don't like these type of setups, is because they slide off the table as you tighten them a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, I on my side, I fixed it. I put a 2x4 here to clamp it. And
Well, aren't you special?
Well, I meant to do the rest of them, and I was just too lazy to do it. So,
I'm going to cough directly into the mic now from now on.
you better not.
Going back to summer vacation stuff, I'm just along for the ride. As my dad said, we're going to Bristow in June. Other than that, I'm not sure. Probably just sleep and go outside and stuff.
That is the most typical teenage answer I've ever heard in my life.
I like to sleep.
But where would you want to go if you went somewhere besides Bristol?
Probably Florida. Never been to Florida.
Don't go. 10 out of 10, do not recommend.
Not worth it.
I love Tennessee. Those are probably the two places I want to go.
The only reason I would go back to Florida was to get back on one of the swamp boats.
I would only go back
you're
if I
going to
got
the
to
wrong
meet
part of
Florida
Florida.
man.
Huh?
You're going to the wrong part of Florida.
I went all over Florida. I just didn't. That's the only thing I liked was the swamp boats.
Clearwater is beautiful.
And the alligator pups.
Tampa.
I would only go back to Florida again if I got to meet Florida Man. The guy
Florida
does,
Man?
Yeah, the guy who does all the crazy stuff and gets like wrestles the alligator while high or whatever. That type of guy. They're always like those little news clippets of like Florida Man does this and something crazy. Florida Man does that. Florida Man does that. Like, I want to meet Florida Man. All right, he's like my favorite superhero. He just does weird things constantly.
I'm literally sitting over here racking my brain going, who did I miss in all of this?
Yeah, I saw Florida Man.
He keeps saying he told Ben earlier that we have no camera and they can't see your facial expressions and stuff like that. But both Ryan and Sean looked at me like, "What?"
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I scratched my head.
Yeah, he was like, "What?" Like the confusion.
Yeah,
got him.
I don't know if it was you, Brother Jared, but someone told me that if you ask Siri or Google your birthday and then you put Florida Man, it'll have like a weird news article of a Florida man. I looked it up and it was like, Florida man fights police officer with foot-long hot dog.
Right. No, you can do that with Siri, you can do it on Google, Google Assistant, whatever, Gemini, whatever it's called now. You can do any type of search engine and type in your birth date and then Florida man.
I feel like we all have to do that now.
Right?
We might have to make a whole segment out of that.
Hold on.
Sean's doing it now. I'm going to go and do it now, too. I'm going to see.
It's kind of funny that all the different stories you get with Florida Man. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen in Florida.
Right.
Which is hilarious. A whole lot of dead spaces you guys are sitting here. So,
Yeah.
Ben, what's going on with you, buddy?
I'm too captivated by this. Like, this is crazy. Let's see.
What does it say?
So my birthday, March 1st, 1997, Florida man arrested for attacking McDonald's employee over not getting a straw.
Over not getting a straw?
Over not getting a straw.
That's hilarious. 1997.
No, yeah, I know. I'm a babe.
Dude.
I'm even younger than you.
Yeah, but here's out of the men of the group, I'm a baby.
Oh man, that makes me feel old,
Well, what? You're not going to look up a story for yours?
dude. I don't know. Should I?
Yeah, I say we should.
Everyone else has.
All right. So here, let's look.
Okay, my my March 8th, 1988, Florida man, a guy wanted to buy a T-shirt, and it was reserved for another customer. And when she showed up and saw him holding it, she thought he was trying to steal it. So she attacked him, and he punched her in the face. That's my Florida man incident.
What's your thing?
Right now it's just white screen because it's not wanting to load. Okay. So I'm going to start something here. I hate iPhone. I own one. I hate it.
I hate it too.
I'm being serious.
No,
like you have a Samsung, right?
Yeah, but I have an iPad, like an actual, and I hate it. I hate using it for anything. I like Android. Android make me feel special. Okay,
I like iPhone for the phone. I like Android for my tablets.
fair enough.
So I'm not locked into one
You're
or the
sitting
other.
on the fence, brother.
Yeah, I am.
I was bullied into getting this iPhone because I'm in so many different group chats that they got tired of having the green bubbles. Yeah. The green bubbles, for whatever reason, throw so many people off.
Why?
I don't know. I like green.
It's just a color. I don't have iPhones. I don't know.
Well, the iPhone's typically
is blue.
Oh,
Yeah. If iPhone to iPhone is blue.
Hey, listen,
Unless you don't have good service. And
we're all suffering
that's
right
green.
now because recently I had to change my messaging system, my text messaging app, because the one that I've been using, which is Messages Plus, which would let me on Android hold and do an emoji or like a picture or a comment or something.
Yeah.
Now it goes to like the Samsung messages or whatever. And like you have to, there's no choice. That's what you have to use now. And I'm like, why? Like,
See, you know what's awesome about iPhone? I don't have to use a secondary messenger app to do that.
Mm-hmm.
what?
I don't have to
What's
use a secondary messenger app to do that.
That is the primary one. Sorry, I'm doing into the thing.
Okay, so I must not be doing this right because it's not pulling anything up for me.
You look up your birthday.
Okay, hey, I'll look it up for him. All right.
Okay.
So October 9th, 1873, Florida man. Okay, I'm sorry.
So what you're trying to say here, guys? Listen here, Sonny.
Yeah, well, back in my day, Florida was still belonged to the French.
It's awful.
Yeah,
I do get a lot of people think I'm older than I am.
Yeah, we know.
I can see it. I can
I
see
get
it.
that a lot.
I can see it because you look like your dad so much.
Listen, hey, so funny story about that. The other day, I'm at my mom and dad's house, and I'm working with my dad, and his next door neighbor, who lives next door, holds face-to-face conversations with my dad. Knocks on the door, and I answer it because I'm there. My dad wasn't able to get to it, so I answer the door, and it's like, "Hey, can I help you?" And he goes, basically, he was mowing, and his mower kicked a big piece of wood, and it hit the side of the house and went into the backyard. And he was letting my dad know so that way my dad wouldn't run over that block of wood with his lawnmower.
Yeah.
Being a neighbor. And so he's like, "Hey, I just wanted to let you know I hit this piece of wood. I don't know if you heard it or not, but it hit the side of your house and it went into your backyard and I can't get it. So I just want to let you know." And it's like, "Oh, that's fine. I appreciate you letting us know." And he's like, "Hey, I seen that you got a new lawnmower." My dad just ordered a new lawnmower. It got delivered. He mowed the yard with this brand new lawnmower. This is the neighbor who holds conversations with my dad face to face. And he said, "Hey, I seen that you had a new lawnmower. I seen you mowing your yard the other day." And I was like, "Yeah, he thinks I'm my dad." So, you know what do I do? Yeah.
Tell him all about it.
I just
Tell him
got
about
a
the
new
mower.
one. He said, I was like, "Yeah, it just got delivered the other day." And it's, so I just answered like my dad.
I have answered the phone and talked to someone, them thinking that I was my dad because of our voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did it with my mom the other day. I answered my dad's phone.
Me and my brother and my dad, we all sound similar.
Yeah.
I mean, like we have that higher tone
Yeah,
of voice.
but you all look different.
yeah,
You all do look very
my
different.
brother looks like my dad. He looks more of my dad.
Yeah, you look more like your mom.
And I look like my mom, yeah.
Yeah.
My brothers get that big old forehead.
But even with all that being said, like you can tell all three of you apart.
Well, yeah. We don't look like my brother. He also has a good mix of my grandma, which is my mom's mom. But yeah, well, there's no way to get us confused. Like you look like a spit image of your dad.
I don't see it.
Well, of course you don't.
I mean, I can't be similar to my dad. I understand that. And we even stand the same. We laugh the same. You know, our personalities are pretty much the same.
I can think of 3 things that if you changed them and did them exactly like your dad from a distance, I would not be able to tell that you weren't your dad. Like I can tell you and your dad apart. Right. I know you guys long enough.
From the back, you could definitely get the two of them confused.
Oh yeah. And I have before.
Yeah.
Right? But,
for sure.
But like from the front, if I'm a good distance away, like a reasonable, I could see you and recognize you, but like from a distance where like if certain details were different, I wouldn't be able to know it was you. If you wore your dad's glasses, if you hunched a little bit like your dad does, if you held your mouth open a little bit like your dad does,
if you acted like
you would
before,
look exactly like your dad. Your dad has that little bit of just like all the time.
Yeah.
His mouth is just slightly open, right? And he hunches forward slightly.
He does
like, at his shoulders.
Yeah,
if you would stand the way that you did before you got healed, you look just like him.
Yeah.
Well, you know what's funny is I still find myself standing that way because I did it for so long.
Habitual.
It's
stance.
And then my wife looks at me.
It still
It does. And what's hilarious is like I've just learned how to stand that way, so it's become something normal. And then
what's
Beck will
funny
go,
is
your back hurting you again? And I'm
what's
like,
funny
no,
is-
why? What's wrong?
What's crazy is Ben stands that way.
Yeah, actually, Ben stands like Superman.
But if he's backing somebody preach or something, if he's standing, he stands off off kilter.
He
The
does,
way he stands cattywampus.
Yeah,
Cattywampus. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to say about the habitual stance, whatever, and like you learn to do something so much because of like a negative influence, like being hurt or whatever. Like after I had my knee surgery, right, with my ACL replaced, after I was good to go, like the therapist said you should be able to walk normal, whatever, I still limped. And I still like kept leaning to my left side on my good leg. And for a while, I'm like, why am I doing this? Why is my left leg tired all the time?
left leg tired.
Yeah. And I'm just like, it's because I keep favoring it. Like I keep like leaning on it more than on my right leg, but my right leg is fine. My knee didn't hurt. The ACL didn't hurt. So I'm like, I had to consciously on a daily basis or like hourly basis make myself stand properly.
Yeah.
Because I had to reteach myself to do it because I was so used to like not being able to put weight on it, not be able to like, strain it in any way. I wasn't allowed to kick, wasn't able to like swing my leg with any force. I wasn't allowed to do slopes and stuff like that. So, all that gets into your head and you get a little nervous about it. So you just stop doing certain things.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, wait, I can do these things now.
It is crazy though, because the mentality, there's if you go listen to like documentaries or something from like spies or something like that, like from back in the day where they would try to put on an act, but you had to do that, didn't you?
I would not even have brought it close to the microphone at all.
But like the spies and stuff, like they would try to like imitate like a stutter or a change in their accent or whatever, or even like a limp. But like mentally, they're so used to walking normal or talking to their normal that they would mess up. So what they would do is they would like, like if they were trying to do a limp, they would like tie a stick or something to like make sure that their leg stayed straight so that they could like, they couldn't move it, or they would like have if they wanted to imitate a certain accent or even like a drawl or a lisp or something, they would put have something made to fit inside their chin and stuff.
Prosthesis. Yeah. I've heard a lady talk about, she was like former CIA or something like that. Like, one of those like behavior specialists where they study the people's like natural behavioral attitudes and stuff like that.
Yeah. Like a behavior analysis.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So like she's talking about how you could tell for most people, even professionals. Sorry, that's my bad. Even professionals,
I was getting ready to yell at Ben for that. I thought
that
it was
was me.
Ben.
I thought my hand was farther back. I ended up hitting the little springs here. I was like, bang, boing, 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 boing.
I was going to get you, and you don't even have a boon arm.
So she was talking about how, like, even professionals, you can tell when they're doing something that is not natural, like a lisp or an accent or something, because you have to physically, like, not physically, consciously make yourself do it. And because it's not a natural,
You overcompensate.
you overcompensate,
Yeah.
you overdo it. Even if you're really good at it, right? Like even voice actors, when they do an impression or a accent change, even if they're really good at it, you can tell.
Yeah.
Like if from a difference between a natural speaker and the person who's doing it as like a comedic gig or something like that. But yeah, I love learning about that type of stuff.
So, kind of a funny story when I got voted in as pastor there at Sharonville. And now, fast forward to now, I've been going on like 15 years. So, I've been there for a while. But at this time, Dad had just left for Florida, I think. And he resigned. So, it was like I'm kind of in that first part of my newly pastor role. And I'm standing in the church, and one of the sisters whom I've been going to church with at this time for like 13 years come in. And when I turned around, I just seen this look of disappointment. And they come up to me and they said, I have to admit something. And I said, what's that? And she said, when I walked in, I seen you from behind, and I was like, oh, yay, Brother Randy's here. And then he turned around, and I was like, oh, it's just Brother Ryan.
Wow.
I walked into church and be like, oh, Brother Randy. Okay, Brother Randy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had people who's known me my whole life watch us on live and argue whether or not it was me or my dad. Which I think now that they zoom in, because at that time when we first got started, it was
the
zoomed
full
out
zoom out. Yeah.
I think now that you zoom in, I think you could tell us apart. But like even Sister Gina called me carbon copy, I think is what she said, or something like that.
I get the looks and like maybe even some of the mannerisms as far as like the physical language, but like as far as like your preaching, like you two are very different.
We are.
I mean,
yeah.
I mean, obviously, I mean, there's age with Brother Andy. I mean, you can tell. I mean, obviously, he still gets fired up, but he's very more reserved.
Yeah.
Wisdom, knowledge, understanding.
I was trying to say it in a way that was. I wanted to say it in a way that was
correct doctrine.
Because listen, even though he's on my show, he's still my pastor.
He keeps my attention. I don't sleep through it.
Right.
I actually learn something.
I will say
Every time
this.
he preaches, he helps me.
I never ever had to grab a coat from Brother Randy. Every time Brother Ryan gets up, I meant to take off my jacket before I
I
preached.
mean, every time he speaks, the heavens open and the sunlight shines
A cloud
down.
surrounds his head, and light shines forth from it.
We're lucky if Brother Ryan ever gets a hold of anything.
He's just always, ow, my leg this, ow, my back that.
Oh man.
Or
We have to wake up the congregation when he's done. Like, guys, come on, go to pray at the altar so he feels better about himself. Let's go.
you guys remember you did vote on me, right?
No, they didn't.
I didn't.
They voted on my wife. That's what it was.
I didn't vote on you.
You didn't?
He wasn't there. You were already pastor by the time we started coming.
Now
Yeah,
we got
but you were there for the second vote. I've been voted on twice.
I refused. Because we hadn't been there very long. I refused to come to vote.
Yeah,
on.
but it was also at night. You could have been there.
No, that's true. I was at work. So because you guys did it Wednesday night, right? So
No, it's something
it
off
was-
night.
it was
Something
a
like
weeknight.
like a Tuesday or
You would have
Thursday
been
night.
working.
oh, okay, yeah, I would have been working. But even because you guys even asked me if even Elena asked me, she's like, "Do you want to take some time off and come to the vote, whatever?" And I told her no, because like we hadn't been there long enough. I didn't feel like it was right for us being so new and coming from a different church, regardless of anything else.
I felt bad for voting against the pastor. I
No,
didn't think it was
that's
my
That
place.
church should be mine.
Listen, that's never stopped me before.
I didn't feel right voting for him, okay?
Yeah. No, I didn't feel like casting a vote when at the time, and I'll be honest about this, I've talked to you about this, I didn't feel like at the time I belonged at our church.
Yeah.
I still, my heart was still at the place we came from.
Yeah.
So I didn't want that to influence my decision and my opinion and my, my vote. Regardless, because even if I voted for you, I still would have been partially influenced by, in my heart, in my mind. So I want to be, I want to be honest. I want to be, and I do. I want to be sincere. I want to be sincere about what I say and what I do. That's why, like Sister Wanda always be like, "Are you one of us now? Are you one of us?" And I would just kind of be like, "I'm here," because like it was still a struggle inside of me for where I used to be and what I was used to be doing and where we were, and I didn't want to be insincere and say, "Oh yeah, I'm one of you guys," but then my heart's somewhere else.
Right. Yeah, you had a different job or different work there where you came from, so I can definitely understand and respect that. I gotta know what's so funny over here.
Yeah,
for real.
Benjamin's getting ready to fall out of the chair.
You guys are having this serious conversation, but what you guys miss is Ben went to go move his chair and he hit the pillow.
It went flying in the floor. Yeah. I was trying very hard to ignore him. Like,
I can't help it. He's over here. He's in my face. He's going like that. Yeah, just like that.
Yeah, that face right there. So goofy.
Well, I have to say, we've talked about a lot of stuff here, but there's something that really gets my goat, and that's the new segment here is that I'm introducing now. Is that there's something that definitely is going to get my goat, and it's going to get everybody's goat. There's different things, but we're not going to stop just there. We're also going to do what is the goat, for me. And now, I can't remember what I had something.
Do you want me to start with mine so you could remember?
Yeah, go
yours?
ahead. Go ahead. I'll let Brother Ryan kick it off.
Okay, so we'll just do what gets our goat.
Okay, let's do that.
Go around,
We'll
then
do
we'll
all
do the
four.
other one.
Okay, so here's what gets my goat. When people go around in their pajamas, that drives me absolutely insane. Like, I don't mind if you have a day off. Sometimes it's, if you've been working long shifts or whatever, and you stay home and you stay in your pajamas longer than you normally would, I can understand that. I can respect that. But when you go to Walmart or when you're walking around town and it looks like you literally just rolled out of bed and you question whether or not they even brushed their teeth at this point because they just look like I got up and then, that's about as far as I got. That drives me crazy.
Yeah, and it's always somebody that wears the SpongeBob sweatpants.
Oh, anymore, it's not just SpongeBob. I mean, they come in onesies or whatever they're called and everything else. It's crazy.
I don't like seeing it in stores, but I am guilty of going through the drive-through in my pajama pants.
Guilty.
Oh, not me, man. If I don't get like regular clothes on, I don't feel like I'm productive at all. If I stay in my pajamas, I cannot go anywhere in my pajamas.
I have gone through the drive-through, but I won't get out of the car in my pajamas because if I'm going to go somewhere, I have to be fully dressed. I want to be fully dressed. I don't feel like I'm ready for anything if I'm not fully dressed.
Technically, though, you've just kind of went against what you just stated because you have to go somewhere to go to the drive-through.
I meant like if I'm going to get out and go somewhere, if I'm going to get out of the car, but if I'm just going to drive and then come
back, you
right
have to
back
get out of the car
to walk back in the house.
Yeah,
but that's like. I mean, like if I'm going to get out of the car when I'm at a
Jared,
store.
I'm with you, dude. I'm right there with you.
I can't do it. It drives me nuts.
I will say this: the number of times I've worn like my pajama pants to go to a drive-through, I could probably count in one hand in the past year or two.
Yeah,
because I don't do it unless it's convenient at the time because late at night I need something, whatever, then I'll go.
Yeah,
and the majority of those times have been like when Elena was pregnant with the kids. So.
I seen an individual, and this is what it kind of was like one of those deals where I said I got to go in the opposite aisleway because it just drove me crazy. But I seen an individual get out of their car in their pajamas with a robe wrapped around in sandals. It's like 30 degrees outside. They wore the robe as their coat. I mean, like it was awful. And I just sit there and I think, man, this is what society has come to.
Yeah. No, I can't do that. That drives me crazy, man, to see that. It's like we're supposed to be civilized and here you are in your bedclothes. Like,
yeah.
Well, when you wear your pajamas, you're comfortable at home. You're not. expecting to be required of anything of you. But when you do that in public, it's like you're telling the world, like, hey, I don't have responsibility. I don't care.
Yeah, that's it. It's
a
an
statement.
I don't care attitude.
Yeah.
And that's crazy. So that's what gets my goat.
This is what gets my goat. And hopefully somebody can.
When people start segments and don't have anything to put to it.
No, what gets my goat is when you're having such a good time eating your lunch or whatever, and that you forgot you already ate an item, so you go to grab that your next item, and you're like, "Who stole my bag of chips?" And they're like, "Dude, you just ate those." Like,
Such a fat person. Get my goat thing. I'm just saying.
but I said that,
Guilty,
and
but
you
you-
started nodding immediately. I was
Guilty,
like,
I confess.
It's like, how much in a rush am I that I can't even realize that I've already ate the stuff that I wanted?
Oh man.
Like the other day, I was in the office and I got me 3 breakfast burritos and a hash brown. Like I went through all my burritos and I went to go grab another one.
So this is off topic. But how much does it throw you off if you think you ordered something to drink, but you ordered something else? So
yeah.
like typically it's like if I get a water and I'm like so consumed by what I'm eating, and then I go to take a drink of that water thinking that it's the typical Diet Coke or whatever that I order, and I'm like, oh, that is the nastiest drink ever. That throws me off, man. That's like cringe.
Or you want Sprite and you got seltzer.
Yeah.
Or you order Coke Zero and they give you Diet Coke instead.
We'll see, I
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
that's
Yeah.
terrible.
That's happened to me quite a few times.
That's terrible.
But they do taste very different.
Very,
Oh, yeah.
very different.
Yeah, hands down, Coke Zero's way better.
Oh, yeah. All right, so back on topic here.
Mine is also more towards food. Mine that gets my goat is when restaurants get my order wrong. Because
Yeah.
and it happened the other day. My school took a field trip to the zoo, and we went to Skyline in the zoo for lunch, and I ordered 3 hot dogs, just cheese. They give me chili on it, and I ate it because I was hungry, but I didn't want the chili.
Yeah, well, I didn't tell you this, but they didn't just give you chili. They put onion and mustard on it.
Well, I didn't taste the onion or mustard. I can't stand it.
Yeah, that drives me crazy. Because to be honest with you, the things that the both of you just said, I was debating on saying over top the one that I had said. But yeah, I think that mine was definitely the top one.
Yeah. So at Waynesville McDonald's, it's like a surprise in a bag.
Yeah.
You can go and order a Big Mac. More than likely,
You get a 10-piece
there's
nugget.
a 60% chance that Big Mac goes to the person behind you. They put a bow on the bag and they say surprise and they hand it to you. Today could be your lucky day. You could get what you ordered, or you could get it. One time, Becca ordered a fish sandwich from the Waynesville McDonald's. She ordered a fish sandwich, but how she orders it without the tartar sauce. So she orders a fish sandwich with only cheese, and she gets the tartar sauce on the side because she don't like it getting the bread soggy.
Yeah.
So we go home, okay, and opens up the bag, and there's the fish sandwich box on the thing, and then her side of tartar sauce. And she goes to take a bite, and there's nothing in the sandwich. They gave her a fish sandwich with no fish. It was just
That's
bread
terrible.
and a slice of cheese.
Oh my goodness.
It's a cheese sandwich. It's the Invisifish. It's
Yeah, that was it. But she did get her side of tartar sauce.
So I'll get my goat
I was
thing.
about to say, I was like, do you have one now?
I do.
or No.
But on the line of like messed up orders, I went and got us breakfast yesterday before we went to the funeral, and I went to McDonald's and I ordered my food, and I ordered food for Elaine and for the boys, and it was going to be like $15. So I pull up to a window, and she's the lady at the window. She was like $9. I'm like, no, my order's like $15. And I told her what I ordered, and she read it back off to me, and she goes, "Oh, oops." And then does something, and she goes, "All right, so it's going to be $7.04." And I'm like, "What? How's the price gone down?" So I was like, "Whatever." I gave her my card, and she gave me the receipt, and it's my order, but my meal that I ordered $0. They charged me 59 cents for the drink up charge to Coke Zero. Yeah, I was like, "Okay, thank you, God." Appreciate it. That's great. I don't know what to do. I'm just like, whatever, got my food left.
There are miracles when you believe. So then what gets your goat?
Oh, okay. So diverging here from food and such, what gets my goat is we talked about Chuck Norris earlier before the recording. Okay. All my life, I've heard everybody call his signature move a roundhouse kick, right? It's not. It's a back heel kick. Okay. Back heel spin kick. So that gets my goat. When people mislabel something, just because, it catches on and someone mislabels it one time and everyone runs with it without doing proper research on it, like calling something and it's not. And my big thing is I'm a history buff. So anytime I watch something or see something of like historical and like, oh, that gun is blah, 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 whatever. That sword is blah, blah, blah. And then it's completely wrong. Gets my goat when people don't do like proper research and like.
So like when people call poinsettias poinsettias.
Yeah. Yeah. Because, it's poinsettia.
Do your research, man. It's poinsettia.
No. I hold myself to a different standard.
Wow. No. Okay. So then what's the goat for you?
The goat for me is when someone takes the time to do the right research, right? and study it out. Okay, no.
So when somebody says poinsettia instead of
no,
it's when somebody says poinsettia, but then they put the pronunciation behind it, poinsettia.
Yeah.
It's spelled poinsettia. It's quoted poinsettia. Anyway,
so the goat for me then would be, again, diverging from my own gets my goat, is when someone, because I debate a lot of people, and almost 90% of the people I debate get super emotional and super like.
Hold on, are you doing goated or get your goat?
Goated.
Oh, okay.
Goated, yeah. So these people get like super negative and super insulting, whatever. What's goated to me is someone who will, even if they disagree with me, will be calm, collected, and polite. That is so rare in this world that we live in, the society we live in, that people just want to go super emotional immediately. To me, the goated person is someone who will stay on track and listen to what you're saying.
Yeah.
And not just be blocking you out like a Peanuts clerk in the background while they're thinking about their own rebuttal to you.
It is, in the day that we live, it is definitely hard to find people who can say, okay, I disagree with you, but that doesn't make you my worst enemy.
Yeah.
Right. Doesn't make me a dog in your eyes.
Right.
Yeah.
So being a civil society.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
like we're supposed to be.
Being mature, instead of a child in grown up form.
What's funny is most of the people who are the non-rational, emotional, can't believe that you just don't fall in line with them are the people that say inclusion.
Yes.
Tolerance. Tolerance is only a one-way street.
They, them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tolerance is only one way. Tolerance only works when the person who says tolerance wants you to be tolerant of them, but they don't have to be tolerant of you.
And to bring it to the home field a little bit, a lot of Christians.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
People who are Pentecostal, people who are Orthodox, people like anywhere.
If
if you disagree on anything, minor or major, you are scum of the earth. You're not saved. You're not anything. You're perverting the gospel, all that stuff.
Right.
But then you get those people who are like, okay, I see where you're coming from. I disagree. So let's explore this. Let's go on.
Let's go have a hamburger and talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about this and not be super emotional about it.
Yeah.
Let's just be logical about it.
As Christians, there are definite things that we can't sway from. Mm-hmm. And that is true. Theologically speaking, there are things that we have to. Well, first off, we have to know them for ourselves. Mm-hmm. Number one, and number two, there are steady theological things in beliefs that we can't sway from. Salvation, true salvation is something we cannot we can't sway from that. It can't be, you can sin a little bit every day or you can do all this stuff. That's all of that. But at the end of the day, there's so many things that certain people don't agree with that if we're not careful, we've labeled all of these people as, well, you're lost, you're not saved. And that's not the case at all either.
No.
Now, if they're spreading heresy, take a stand against the heresy, but at the same time, don't do it out of hate.
Yeah.
or,
Can we? Sorry, go ahead.
No, I just said right. I'm just agreeing.
Oh, I think you said Brother Ryan. I was good. So on that topic of someone believing something different, because I come into contact with this a lot. Well, I'll disagree with someone theologically, but not doctrinally, and that's the more important part is the doctrine, right? Yeah, because heresy is inherently a perversion of doctrine, not of theology, because theology is largely opinion,
Right.
But doctrine is the provable word of God. I like what one guy said, that the doctrines in the Bible have such they're floorless. There's such a depth to them that they can withhold and withstand any amount of scrutiny and still come out the same. They're still going to come out as the doctrine that is written in the Word of God, whereas theologies are more fluid. Like people can disagree and have different opinions, different takes. But if it starts bleeding into the doctrine, that's where it becomes a doctrine and becomes heresy.
Yeah.
So what's your goat?
So now that we've went all spiritual, what's goat to me is a hot donut.
Back to food, baby.
Back to food.
No, in all seriousness, you can take and people might say, well, this is just stupid. You're saying something that's false. You can buy a Walmart glazed donut and you could put it in a microwave for 30 seconds or you don't even have to do 30 seconds, just enough to make it warm and soft.
And it becomes the goat.
It changes the taste of that donut significantly.
100%. Yeah.
Transmutation.
Yeah.
Melissa would call you a heretic because she can't stand hot donuts.
Yeah, but she also doesn't eat ice cream, doesn't like cake, and only orders chicken fingers everywhere she goes.
No, the chicken nuggies.
If I'm going to take food advice from anybody, it's not going to be Melissa.
She is not the goat.
So, I'm going to be with Ryan on this because I don't like donuts, but a hot donut, fresh donut, so good.
Oh, yeah.
So good.
Well, I don't disagree.
Like, I can't stand like a day old donut or something.
I'm not a glazed donut eater. If I'm going to get a donut, it's going to be like a Boston cream or a custard, or it's got something other than just glazed.
Apple fritter.
But if you take that glazed donut and you make it warm, I'll eat it all day long.
So I'll say this. This could be heresy here. Plain cake donut.
No.
My favorite.
Oh, cake donuts are great.
It's just plain. Nothing else on it. Sometimes if I'm in the mood for it, a little bit of chocolate on top. Otherwise, like
the chocolate cake donut
sugar
with the glaze on top is really
powdered sugar cake donut is great.
Okay, Ben, you've been shaking your head this whole time. What is your disagreement?
I'm not a big cake donut. I like the donuts with 200 grams of sugar in it. I know that's practically every donut, but I do not like cake donuts at all. Unless your mom, Brother Jared, she'll bring in the donuts for Sunday morning service when they have orders canceled at the bakery. And I think it was a butterscotch cake donut. It was one of the best things I've ever had.
That sounds terrible.
Is that the one with the nuts on top? Like
no,
just
these
the
ones
butterscotch
didn't
cream.
have nuts.
The butterscotch cream on top,
Yeah.
whatever. Because they do those sometimes at the bakery with nuts on top. They do like chopped peanuts on top.
Yeah, these didn't have nuts.
No?
These were just regular.
that would be really good.
Yeah, because that's the only way I've ever actually seen them, the butterscotch. And they may have just someone ordered them with no nuts on top, so and then canceled.
This is the only time that I've thought Ben might not be a teenager because he mentioned butterscotch.
I don't like butterscotch.
I like butterscotch.
I like butterscotch as a candy, candies, but I don't like it on anything else.
Werther's. Do you know that there's a disclaimer on the Werther's bag that if you eat too many of them, it could cause diarrhea?
Fact. No,
TP, try to prove it.
try to prove it.
I always thought that was funny.
Can I get my goat real quick? The stupid earbuds that keep slipping out of my ears, man. I feel them slowly sliding out. And then I start hearing everybody double and myself double. I'm like, this is weird.
So what's your goat there, Brother Sean?
Goat for me is back to my that gets my goat, but when I find an extra item in my bag.
Oh yeah, that random onion
Even
ring.
if it's a bonus fry at the bottom of the thing, it's like a gift from God. Like, Lord, you knew that's what I needed to carry on.
Are not fries in the bottom of the bag the best fries?
If they're still hot.
Yeah.
They're always hot because they're underneath the hamburgers.
No.
And he eats them so fast they don't have time to cool down.
No, McDonald's fries are very rarely hot when you order them to begin with.
They also
know.
very rarely have salt on them.
I'll say this about McDonald's though. It's super rare, but if you can find it, there are some McDonald's out there that are super consistent. Like most of the time, the busy McDonald's where you have to wait 15 minutes to get your food because the line's out the door, that's going to be the best McDonald's you ever had in your life.
No.
Yes, I'm telling you. You barely have, in Waynesville, you barely have enough cars to wait 15 minutes.
That ain't true, dude.
There's not even 15 cars in Waynesville.
Most of the time, the Waynesville McDonald's will have them parked out through Main Street trying to get in. And I just laugh as I drive by and go, you guys are so dumb.
Idiots.
So, diverting back from food, I would say the GOAT.
Vocabulary. He's using it.
I speak well.
It's past 11 now.
Is probably when in church when all the music is playing together.
Ooh, yes.
As a musician myself, I play drums. I've been playing practically all my life.
Then he just plugged himself here.
I've got people fighting for me to be on their pulpit to play drums for them.
I'm top
you've
pick
done
in
it
a
too.
Pentecostal draft.
It's my show. I can plug myself.
No, I will say Benjamin is a very great drum player for his age.
And I love distracting him. I love distracting him while he's trying to play drums.
Or when I'm just standing on the platform in general. We were doing speaking of what Brother Jared was talking about, we were doing a Easter youth choir practice. Mm-hmm. And he walks in and he starts swaying back and forth dancing to the song. And I almost lost it. I had to walk back and face the back wall of the platform to stop from laughing in the microphone.
I'm teaching you to perform under pressure.
Is that pressure?
I mean, the pressure of your own insides trying to giggle out. So, I mean,
I will admit, when everybody is on point on music, it's
amazing.
It's a whole nother level than just playing.
And it makes
it
makes the service go
so much better
too.
Yeah, when you play with people who are patient and are there to push the music and push the worship, and not so much, well, this is how it's played because this is the only way I've played it for so long. That okay. If we're going to really talk about that goats me, that's what goats me. Is when people they think they've played for so long that the way they play it is the only right way to play it. But yeah, I'm with Ben. Ben does awesome. He's listening to the way that things are going, and like because he plays drums at the church as our second primary drummer, and we'll like watch each other. I can see he's watching my hands, I'm watching his hands and his feet, and to know when that next lick or that next drum roll's coming through and be able to have something to go with it.
I feel like you can tell when it's coming because I always have a facial expression.
Well, there's it happens.
All
when
musicians have facial expressions.
I can, unless you play music, like most people probably wouldn't understand when you're supposed to do a turnaround or you're supposed to have a lick or something ready to go for it.
Don't even know what that is.
So a lick or a run is like where you have you pretty much do
it's
a
where you
solo.
stick it up by your mouth and you just lick the guitar. That's a good lick right there.
Yeah, but yeah, that's a good one, Ben. I'm with you there.
Yeah. Well, guys,
I hate church music. I'm sorry.
Really?
It's so loud. It hurts my ears.
It's
I like
loud?
the music. It's just so loud. Music in church is so loud.
Wait, which part of it?
All of it. Just it's so loud.
It
hurts my ears.
Is that a bash against me or
no? I love church music. I love hymns. I love singing. It's just so loud. It hurts my ears.
We're magnifying the Lord, and He's mighty far away.
I know, but you shouldn't have to push worship either. The Lord.
He's really not that far away.
Okay, so that's a whole nother issue, though. You shouldn't have to push worship, but the fact of the matter is, we always push worship.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
And that goes with everybody.
I'm just digging.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But I really don't like the volume of church music. It's so loud, it hurts my ears.
Yeah.
But other than that, I love church music. I love worship. I love it when everybody gets together and sings together and plays together. That's great. It's just and Elena makes me sit up front and right next to the speakers.
Yeah, you are kind of in the blasting of our.
That's why I sit on the platform.
I would, but I got kids.
So do I.
Yeah.
You're the pastor.
Indeed.
Wow. Well, on that note, I think we've got all our goats and goated out of us here. But Jared more than others. But we're glad to have him, and he should be here for next week. So thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
See ya.
See y'all soon.